to try to do the whole world of YouTubing. And as y'all know, I'm really bad at this, and I never finish my fucking YouTube videos, or I just never post them, or I never even film them, cause mom. So here I am, bringing to you guys live my story time of when I was catfished. Well, I wasn't catfished, and I didn't catfish, but they used my face, so it's a big deal, okay? Not only did they use my face, they used my whole motherfucking name. Okay, onto the story. So it started out about 6 months ago was the first time I got any indicator that this was happening. I got a message from a random little egg on Twitter. I don't remember his name. I can't find the messages still. I probably could if I looked, but I don't feel like it right now. It started out with this little egg, and he had messaged me saying things along the line of, hey, do you have a kick? Because if so, I think we know each other. And I was like, nope, never made a kick. Never in my life have I made a kick. He was like, well, that's funny then, because I've been talking to you for about 2 years on Kick. And after that, I asked him more questions, and he just didn't reply. So I was like, okay, it's just someone fucking with me. Someone's trolling me. Happens to me all the time. People like to fuck with Lace because I get hot-headed as fuck. So, on to the next story. On to the next section of the story. I forgot about this dude. I pushed it aside. I didn't think about it. Nothing. And so, about, I want to say like 3 weeks ago, I get a message. And we're going to call this kid Bruce, because I don't want to give his real name out just for his own personal stuff. Bruce here messages me on Twitter. I get the little DM, bloop, and it goes, this is what I found. So I had no clue who this kid was. I had no clue what he was talking about, and I was like, what? Like, what? And he said, you don't know? Like, you don't know what I mean? And I was like, sorry, bro. Like, I have no clue. Like, can you explain? Can you elaborate? And he was like, no, never mind. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Good night. So me, being the curious ass bitch that I am, I was like, hey, no, wait, hold up, come on, do you know me? I was like, at that point, I started getting like the pieces together. I was like, wait, catfish, what if it's real? What if this is happening to him too? So I was like, wait, are you being catfished by me? Because somebody else has been being catfished by me for a couple of years, but they disappeared when I tried to ask them more. And he was like, yeah, fucking sucks that I have to find out this way. And honestly, my heart broke for the kid. I was like, poor fucking kid. Like, this kid's probably been talking to me for like a month and like all that shit. Me. In quotations, me. And so I'm like, okay, let's figure this out. Like, how long has this been going on? And this is where it gets fucking, I'm shook. He goes, well, I've been talking to you for about 3 years. And I was like, no fucking way. Like, no way. Like, how do you get catfished for 3 years? So he sends me a picture of an album titled Lace. L-A-C to the E. That's me. And the dates on this thing, like if you have an iPhone, you can see the little like November blah 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 to whenever da da da. It goes November 1st, 2015 to now, 2017. And I was just straight up like, shook. Yeah, so after that, I'm like, yeah, that's not me. This hasn't been me. I've never made a kick, which is where they had started talking. And he's like, well, this girl's pretending to be you. She uses your name, your middle name, your last name, your mom's name is your mom, your sisters are your sisters, she has their pictures, everything. Like, whoever this is like basically pretending to be me, and she's linking them to a lot of my social media, such as my Instagram, where I don't talk very much and I'm not an opinionated ass bitch, and telling them that that's her. So this kid had been following me on my Instagram for like a while, and that's what gave him that realness, that sense of realness. Because if you follow my Instagram, I post videos of me, I do like real ass shit. Like, it's obvious I'm not a catfish by my social media postings. So my fucking shook ass automatically goes to, we're going to fucking find this bitch and fucking turn her into Catfish the TV show. And he's like, Lacey, Bruce is like, Lacey, listen to me, Lacey. No, he wasn't, but that's how it felt. Calm down, let's find this girl ourselves. Let's deal with this ourselves. And I was like, you know what? Bruce, you right, Bruce, you right. So we ended up deciding to go through our friends list. And of course, like everybody I feel like that I follow, I'm going to have some mutuals with. We had about 3 or 4 mutuals. And so I listed off like the mutual followers that we had, because he's in Utah. He's like the state right next over to me. Bruce is in the state next to me. So we had a couple people that I knew. Like I had a couple friends that lived in Vegas that have moved to his town that I was following. So it was kind of sketchy. And I asked him who everyone is, and no one really adds up, except for there's one girl that I kind of know of. I don't follow her, but she follows him, and I knew who she was, who claimed to be my best friend. Keep in mind, I don't know this girl, like not like that, like she was not my best friend. So I don't know why me is telling him that this girl is my best friend. So eventually I decided to go on her profile, and that's who my main lead is. We're gonna call this girl Becky. Becky is a bitch. So I start going through her shit, I start looking at stuff, and eventually I click her following. I'm like, okay, let's see who she's following. I click her following, and if you click on Instagram following, a lot of the times it'll pop up the first people that you mutually follow. It'll say it on the top, and I shit you not. The first 3 people are my mom, my sister, my other sister, my stepdad, my grandma, and then my uncle. Why the fuck is this bitch following these people? So automatically, I just knew. But you can't just accuse someone off of that one little thing. You're like, bitch, you're following my grandparents, you're catfishing me. Like, no, it doesn't work. So I convinced Bruce to give me the girl's number, to which I backtracked this number, and it added up to this girl whose Facebook I had found, whose mom I had found, whose dad I had found. It tracked back to her mom. It was her mom's phone line. So I knew, automatically I knew. I was like, this is a bitch. This is the fucking bitch. And Bruce over here was like, let's meet up with her, let's try to get her to go on a date, and I can call her and find out. And I was like, no, it's not that elaborate, Bruce. We got this. We got this. So I take my ass into this girl's DM. So I'm like, I know. She's like, what? I was like, I know. And she's like, no, what? Like, what do you know? And I was like, I know what the fuck you're doing. You can either call me and admit it and apologize to all of us, or I can go to your parents. And she's like, I have no clue what you're talking about. I was like, okay, call me. This bitch does not know that I have her number. She calls me. Boop. There is her number. The same as the catfish's number. I'm like, Becky, 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 I know. I have your parents' number. And we're on the phone at this point. And she's like, you're lying. I know it's not me. It's not me. You're lying to me. You need to go find someone else and stop being so crazy. If y'all know me, you know I hate being called crazy. I hate it. So I walk myself outside the front door. That way my family doesn't hear this, and I start screaming at this girl. Like legitimately fucking screaming at her. It ended up with her being like, okay, I'm sorry, it was me and my friend is the one doing it and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, bitch, send an apology to Bruce, send an apology to me, you need to send an apology to everybody. She refuses. So I take my ass to her parents, because I'm not a bitch to fuck around. Message both her parents. My mom messaged both of her parents. We're like, yo, your daughter is using my daughter's photos. That's what my mom said. And my granddaughter's photos and sending them to men, which she was. And so her parents take everything, like they fucking figure it out. This bitch had not only been catfishing one people, but like 5 goddamn people for multiple years who I know. Like one of them was my actual friend. Like I know her. Like we text to this day. Like we still text each other on my real number now that she knows this is the real me. So like what the fuck, dude? I don't know what's happened to her. Her parents told us they were solving it. I'm pretty sure they took away all of her social media because she hasn't posted anything on anything since this happened. And her mom assured my mom it was going to be taken care of. That's all I can really say. I've been promising to make this video forever, and I just fucking screamed at a telephone for 9 minutes. So, there you go. My next video will be my Midnight Man video. God forbid I don't die from it. I'll try to get that tonight. Actually, I'll try to film it, but no promises. I have to upload this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the worst video in the world. How do I even YouTube? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot I'm forgetting too. And I'm just gonna remember it as I edit this. I'm gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck did I do? So yeah. Thank y'all. Bye.